tisk, get a task, stick that protein entry in your UniProt basket. UniProt is a central database that holds information about proteins and protein sequences and the associated information about the proteins. And there's information about thousands and thousands of proteins. To quickly find the ones that you're interested in after you found them already, what you can do is stick those in your UniProt basket. Don't let the basket format fool you. They're not going to try to sell you anything. So everything in UniProt is totally free, but there's so much that it can be hard to refine things you found already. And this is where the basket comes in. When you find an entry that you like, just click the Add to Basket icon, and this is then going to stick it in the basket. Now, it's going to stay in the basket until you delete it from your basket or you clear your cookie cache and stuff. And so what happens is then you can save a collection of the sequences that you're interested in. And not only can you just store them there, but you can actually then quickly run tools to do things like align them. So take the sequences and see where they line up in sequence alignment. You can also do blast, which is going to take the sequence that you are interested in and kind of compare it to other sequences in the database and other databases. And it has a tool called map IDs or ID mapping, where you're basically able to say, okay, this entry, find the corresponding entries in these other databases. So UniProt is made up of 3 different parts. It has the UniProt KB, UniRef, and UniPark. And each of those different subparts of UniProt has a separate tab in the basket, so you can kind of see which one different entries come from and sort them that way too. UniProt KB, this is UniProt knowledge base, and it has the annotated information. So it has the annotated entries where it draws in information from other databases and does things like tell you what parts of a protein are responsible for what functions or what are predicted to be responsible for functions, things like binding sites, things like post-translational modifications, so phosphorylation sites and things. All that information for all the kind of versions or isoforms of a protein made from a single gene would have their own UniProt KB entry that's either going to be reviewed and thus in the UniProt KB SwissProt side and have a gold icon, or it'll be unreviewed and it'll be in the UniProt Trumbo side and have a gray icon. And so those information would be in the UniProt KB. And then you have UniRef, where it says, okay, of those entries, now group them together by the ones that are 100% similar, now group them by the ones that are 90% similar, and designate a reference sequence for each of those clusters of 90% similar. And similar, I mean sequence identity is identical. Then take those and say, okay, which of those are 50%? And those would be in the UniRef 50. So you've got UniRef 100, UniRef 90, and UniRef 50. And then those, each entry kind of in UniProt KB would have an entry in each of those. And so map IDs will help you find those entries, and you can even put those UniRef entries into your basket. And it'll also allow you to do mapping to databases outside of the UniProt universe. I can say, okay, I want to search for its ID in UniRef 90. Or maybe what I want to do is I want to go and I want to look at a post-translational modification database and find its accession code for there, proteomics, all these various things. And then UniPark, it's got all the sequences forever. And so you have these information in your basket, and now you can kind of quickly find what you found before and you know that you're looking for. And so next to the basket, you'll find a little toolbox icon, and there is where you'll find the results of all those tools that you ran. And remember, you can run those kind of tools more quickly when you're doing things directly from your basket. So just click on the ones you want to run the tools on, and then go to the tools icon and select the tool you're interested in. Now, some of these tools are going to take a little longer, depends on the size of how many samples you're trying to, how many sequence entries you're trying to compare and that sort of thing. And so the tools might be running, but they can run in the background. And then you have this toolbox icon, and then it'll kind of be running these in the background. It'll even pop up a window that'll tell you, hey, your results are done. So don't worry, you can move away from the window when the tools are running, And you can even exit out of your browser, and as long as you don't clear your cache and stuff, the results of it are going to be stored on the server in that tools basket icon. So not the like main basket, but the kind of like toolbox next to it. That's where the results are stored. And so you can tell something's in there because you'll have like a green circle. And same with the basket. The tool results are going to be held there for 7 days. And don't worry, if it's past 7 days, you'll still have the parameters for your runs and you can rerun the runs. It's just not going to store the results past those 7 days. But when it gives you results, you can download those results, and so then you don't have to worry about having them stored on the server. It can also be helpful to have the parameters of your past runs, so you can actually resubmit runs that you ran before, even if the results are still there. But you can kind of like, before you resubmit, it'll allow you to change the parameters. So if you press the resubmit icon, it'll then take you back to that parameter page of the parameters that you used when you set the tool to run. And so there you can do things like change the parameters if you want to do things slightly different. And it'll save all the kind of versions of what you ran in your toolbox icon. And that is then going to allow you to quickly kind of do things again, or change the things that you did before, or find out what you did before. And so the toolbox is super duper helpful, and so is the basket. And so remember, they're not trying to sell you anything, they're just trying to make your life easier and help you find all the great resources again that you found before, and even find more, because once they're in your basket, it's easy to run the tools on them.